Here we go. Charge forward to the temple with the soldiers. Ooh, ow. I think that guy got hit right in the kisser. Alright, so we have a dagger for a rogue that we do not have. We can't equip it on Vera because he won't unequip Bianca. And we have some armor for a warrior. Oops. Wrong menu. I'm going to do that a lot. I'm going to end up in the wrong menu half the time. Anything worth here? Doesn't seem like it. Let me walk on the corpses. Desecrate the dead. Desecrate the dead.
Be wary. Another Fade Rift.
I apologize. That was rude. I must seal the rift. My God. Alright, you guys provide a distraction while I disrupt the rift. From behind this rock. Nobody will see me. You could say I'm The Walking Dead. That's terrible.
How many rifts are?
Alright, while it's recharging, you want to attack these little... these things, these puddles. Ruptures.
There. We must seal it if we are to get past.
Quickly then!
Ah! I managed to parry! Did I get them all? Yes, I did.
Sealed, as before. You are becoming quite proficient at this.
Let's hope it works on the big one.
Lady Cassandra, you managed to close the rift. Well done.
Do not congratulate me, Commander. This is the prisoner's doing.
Is it? I hope they're right about you. We've lost a lot of people getting you here.
I hope they're right too.
You're not the only one hoping that.
We'll see soon enough, won't we? The way to the temple should be clear. Liliana will try to meet you there.
Then we'd best move quickly. Give us time, Commander.
Make her watch over you, for all our sakes.
The Temple of Sacred Ashes.
What's left of it?
That is where you walked out of the Fade, and our soldiers found you. They say a woman was in the rift behind you. No one knows who she was.
Can I destroy this corpse? No, I can't. Oh, I made it bleed, though. If there was a person in there, they're dead now. Hey, Capo! Alright, we got some helmets and stuff. And nobody uses a bow. Can I equip this? What's that? It says level 6? Yeah, it says level 6. I'm playing this game windowed, so the smaller text I can't actually read. Who could use the helmet? Let's give it to Solus. Speaking of which, save. Wow. That's huge.
The breach is a long way up.
Somebody catapult me up there, quick.
You're here. Thank the Maker.
Liliana, have your men take up positions around the temple. This is your chance to end this. Are you ready?
I'll try, but I don't know if I can reach that, much less close it.
No. This rift was the first, and it is the key. Seal it, and perhaps we seal the breach.
Then let's find a way down. And be careful.
Now is the hour of our victory. Bring forth the sacrifice.
What are we hearing?
At a guess, the person who created the breach.
Oh, he sounds absolutely lovely. Night, Ewan.
You know this stuff is red lyrium, Seeker.
I see it, Varric.
But what's it doing here?
Magic could have drawn on lyrium beneath the temple, corrupted it.
It's evil. Whatever you do, don't touch it.
Keep the sacrifice still.
Someone help me! That is Divine Justinia's voice.
We must find justice for Justinia. Oh!
Someone help me!
What's going on here?
That was your voice. Most Holy called out to you, but...
What's going on here?
Run when you can! Hold them!
I sound so innocent.
We have an intruder. Slay the elf.
I sound so innocent. It's like, what's
You
going on
were
here?
there. Who attacked? And the Divine, is she... Was this vision true? What are we seeing?
I don't remember.
Echoes of what happened here. The Fade bleeds into this place. This rift is not sealed, but it is closed, albeit temporarily. I believe that with the mark, the rift can be opened, and then sealed properly and safely. However, opening the rift will likely attract attention from the other side.
That means demons! Stand ready!
Hi, soldier fodder number 1, 2, 3, 50, 51, 59, 59 and a half. They're all fodder, we all know it. Also, Cassandra's shield is awesome. Oh look, a pride demon.
No!
Alright. Let's have Varric drop some caltrops. Cassandra will challenge that thing. And I'm going to try and seal the breach, or disrupt the breach. Can I? Yes, I can.
We must strip its defenses. Wear it down.
That's right, do the damage to yourself, bitch. You shield wall. Alright, I can disrupt the rift again. Whoa.
More coming through the rift.
God damn it. Oh no. Alright, everybody needs to back off. Cassandra, back off. Solus, back off. Varric, back off. We gotta wait until I can disrupt the rift again. Shit. Oh good, more bad guys came out. You people realize when you say deaths, you mean the frickin' game over screen, right? Fucking shit. Shut up, Dramkus. Alright, let's go around. Well, its health is low, so... all I need to do is find... ah, shit! Well, fuck. Continue.
We must strip its defense.
Everybody go this way. Yes, Dramkis, very, very cute of you.
Wear it down.
Alright, everybody attack.
The demon is vulnerable. Now.
Da, 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 da. Oh, nope. Oh, I can disrupt the rift. Okay, good. Alright, everybody go this way. Disengage and go this way. If they can be distractions, I can disrupt the rift. That will stun him long enough. That way I can do some damage. Oh, shit.
More, come. Through the rift.
I'll take care of the little bitches. Alright, people, help me. Alright, everybody focus on him. We're about half into the damage. I pretty much got a strategy in mind. It's called... try and keep the dude distracted until I can disrupt a rift. God damn it! shit face. Alright, where's Cassandra? Did I give permission for people to do a montage? I did not say. Come on.
Now, seal the
Let's
rift.
die, you little piece of fucking shit.
Do it.
Jesus Christ, that fight was like having an aneurysm. But I did it. I did it. Yeah, big middle finger to everybody who thought I would die more. Fuck your science.
Oh. I didn't know you were awake. I swear.
Don't worry about it. I
beg your forgiveness and your blessing. I am but a humble servant.
Oh, stop being a pansy.
My lady. They say you saved us. The breach stopped growing, just like the mark on your hand.
Oh, so I saved the world? That was the
It's all
fastest game
anyone's
ever.
Talked about for the last 3 days.
Then the danger is over.
The breach is still in the sky, but that's what they say. I'm certain Lady Cassandra would want to know you've wakened. She said, at once.
And where is she?
In the Chantry, with the Lord Chancellor. At once, she said.
Skitsy little Fang, isn't she? It's like I had cooties, apparently. Oh. Ooh, tier one rare herb. Vain hope. Someone better at this than me takes over before the survivor expires. Notes in case. Day 1. Clammy, shallow breathing. Pulse overfast, not responsive. Pupils dilated. Magus says her scarring mark is thrumming with unknown magic. Wish we could station a Templar in here just in case. Oh, good. Alright, I will be right back, everybody. Find Cassandra in the Chantry. Invade the household, cause I'm an asshole. Oh, I might as well go where all the people are.
That's the Herald of Andraste. They said when she came out of the Fade, Andraste herself was watching over her.
Hush. We shouldn't disturb her.
Yeah, what's up? Are you talking about me? Do you want me to bitch slap you? Okay.
It's complicated.
As long as you know your place. I just realized I'm hiding in the chat. Oops. Don't know Andraste's ultimate bar. He don't show up in the chant. If you ask those holy sisters, well, they'll say Andraste can't have had some big ol' smelly war dog. I'll scroll. Sorry, not interested in what you have to say. Less thrashing, some response to stimuli. Vitals seem solid. 2 attempts so far by locals to break into the chantry to kill my patient. All this work to save her life, and will they just execute her? Will inform Lady Cassandra. I expect her to wait for the morn.
Still a lot of rifts left all over.
Tier 1 common cloth. Might as well greet these people. Make them kiss my feet.
Chancellor Roderick says that the Chantry wants nothing to do with us.
That isn't Chancellor Roderick's.
Rare herb, common metal. Codex unlocked for Dragonthorn. Oh good, I hear the douchebag chantry person again. Let me throw a dagger in his face. Oh, I'm sorry, that was rude. I love that I'm just taking side tracks or side steps. Side paths, that's what I'm looking for. I'm getting experience reading this anyway. Excuse me. That was human trained only armor, so I can't equip it. I can't open. Sadly, I'm not a rogue anymore, so I can't open these things. Level 4 rogue weapon. Ba-da-doo-ba-boop. Boop-da-da-boop-bop. Who closed that door? Enemies drop collectibles. Bring them to the researcher to learn more about your foes and earn combat bonuses against them.
I believe Seeker Pentagast was looking for you.
I will go where I want to.
We can use that.
The children of Andraste. Ah. I was wondering what was making the sound. Alright, let's go introduce ourselves and you know, make ourselves godly. Make our amazing presences
Chain
known.
her! I want her prepared for travel to the capital for trial.
Disregard that and leave us.
You walk a dangerous line, Seeker.
The breach is stable, but it is still a threat. I will not ignore it.
I did everything I could to close the breach. It almost killed me.
Yet you live. A convenient result insofar as you're concerned.
Have a care, Chancellor. The breach is not the only threat we face.
Someone was behind the explosion at the Conclave. Someone most holy did not expect. Perhaps they died with the others, or have allies who yet live.
I am a suspect?
Hell yeah, you are.
You, and many others.
But not the prisoner.
I heard the voices in the temple. The Divine called to her for help.
So her survival, that thing on her hand, all a coincidence.
Providence. The Maker sent her to us in our darkest hour.
You really think your Maker would send someone like me?
The Maker does as he wills. It is not for me to say.
I'm getting all the good brownie points with Cassandra.
Humans are not the only people with an interest in the fate of the world.
The breach remains, and your mark is still our only hope of closing it.
This is not for you to decide.
You know what this is, Chancellor. A writ from the Divine, granting us the authority to act. As of this moment, I declare the Inquisition reborn. We will close the breach, we will find those responsible, and we will restore order with or without your approval.
Yeah, suck my nuts, you bastard.
This is the Divine's directive. Rebuild the Inquisition of old. Find those who will stand against the chaos. We aren't ready. We have no leader, no numbers. And now, no Chantry support.
But we have no choice. We must act now, with you at our side.
I love you too, girl.
What is the Inquisition of old, exactly?
It preceded the Chantry. People who banded together to restore order in a world gone mad.
After, they laid down their banner and formed the Templar Order, but the Templars have lost their way. We need those who can do what must be done, united under a single banner once more.
But aren't you still part of the Chantry?
Is that what you see?
The Chantry will take time to find a new Divine. And then it will wait for her direction.
But we cannot wait. So many Grand Clerics died at the Conclave. No, we are on our own. Perhaps forever.
Dun dun dun.
You're trying to start a holy war.
We are already at war. You are already involved. Its mark is upon you. As to whether the war is holy, that depends on what we discover.
Nah, I'm not gonna refuse. I wanna help.
If you're truly trying to restore order...
That is the plan.
Help us fix this before it's too late.
And yay, the forever loading screen. Pigeons! Shale would not be pleased. This will be our home. Our settlement for the Inquisition. This is where it starts, and this is probably where it will end. That's the end of the game. The end. Everybody can pack their bags. Let's go home. Oh. Still gameplay. Who'd have thought? I will now commence parkour on this rock. Yeah, I'm awesome. I don't know how long I'm going to keep recording. Stream recording. Okay, seriously, can I have something that will actually make sure that I live longer? Yeah, so let's go with maximum guard bonus. Let's see. We'll keep a balance of those abilities, behaviors. Oh, shit. Shitty munchers. %, targeting behavior. Follow controlled character, healing reserves. 20%. Alright, Aqua. Stick with the 20% healing potion reserves 1 and healing potion HP threshold 20% for everybody. I usually don't mess around with tactics too much. And it looks like all my other people have 2 levels. Given the fact that this is nightmare difficulty, I will want to bolster up my defenses. So let me research my abilities here. Stand firm and block incoming attacks at the cost of stamina. Each block adds to your guard. You move much more slowly while sustaining this ability. You recover from any disabled condition and lash out with a great blow against nearby enemies. If you've recently taken damage, you hit that much harder and stagger your foes. And I think I already know what Warcry does. I want to build towards untouchable defense for her too, so we're going to go with Warcry. Fight all the harder when you're hurting, gaining stamina when you lose health. Using techniques performed, you're less likely to be staggered when hit from the front. Your expertise with a shield protects you against ranged attacks. Ooh, Chevalier Step. There we go. Hugs to Capo. In the stream. Hugs to Capo. Very big hugs. And I can't I can't ride freaking motorcycles to save my life. I would not do that at all, because I prefer having walls of sort around me. I love having a car around me. It makes me feel a bit more secure, to say the least. Alright, let's go with Elegant Defense. And Peaceful Aura for threat reduction. Alright, Varric, what does your ability do? Fire a powerful single shot that delivers more damage the farther you are from the target. Let's go with Poison Weapons. And Stealth. Speak with the smith, speak with the quartermaster, speak with the apothecary. Oh. Aquamarine.
Mages will be able to seal the breach. I heard.
Fulfill Inquisition requisitions with the quartermaster. No schematics available. Trust me, we're going to have a lot of them.
I suppose. If you're here to clean, Hess can get you a bucket and a broom. Anyone calls you knife here, come to me. Oh, you're her. Thren. Inquisition quartermaster. I'm doing what I can to supply this mess. If you find what I need to fill one of my requisitions, I'd appreciate you bringing it in.
I will stab you with my knife ears if you call me knife ear again.
What do you do here?
I make sure the Inquisition troops have food in their bellies and iron in their hands. Both are important. Lots of people expecting us to be heroes, marching all day to fight the demons. Turns out heroes need to dig latrines just like everyone else.
How does someone end up as quartermaster for the Inquisition?
I served for Eldon under Ten Loghain Mactir. Best commanding officer this world has ever seen. After they all turned on him at Denerim, though, there wasn't much use for people who held that opinion. King Alistair offered my services to the Inquisition, probably to get rid of me.
Loghain is a traitor. No wonder you're unpopular. I'm glad you believe in him. She's very meek.
Your loyalty to the man you served is admirable, quartermaster.
Thank you. A lot of people seem to think they know what happened at Ostagar, but I was there. Tern Loghain never betrayed his king. If he'd brought the reinforcements, Darkspawn would have just killed everyone. He did what he had to do to save our country, and we betrayed him. I apologize. Sister Liliana told me I shouldn't talk about this. Just forget it.
You know, it's interesting. The more I think about it, the more I read into the situation, it's the fact that I think even Cailan knew that it was a battle that they weren't going to win. That's kind of why he sent Alistair with me to light the signal fire. And Loghain probably saw the exact same thing as Cailan did and retreated his forces because he kind of, as a strategic genius, he must have realized at that point they weren't going to win even with his reinforcements. It was cowardly to do, but I kind of understand more.
What did you mean when you mentioned requisitions?
I'm making this Inquisition run with what we have, but we're not a real army. We're stretched thin on materials, so I've put up a requisition list for anything that could help our people. Here, take a look. You find some iron and a good logging site. Maybe Harriet can get our troops better weapons.
I can do that here.
If I have material for a special order, do I bring it to you?
Just take it over there. One of my boys will take the materials or jot down what you found.
Farewell.
Make her go with you.
I don't know all this talk about being a yandere or a tsundere, but if we're talking about who's a pitcher and who's a catcher, I'm most definitely I'm not telling you guys. Alright, so I need one
Find
logging
anything we
stand.
need, let me know.
Alright, so... we're not going into the chantry just yet. Instead, we're going to search around here. As I thought, there's elf root right behind the buildings. Remember the rules, Kickbot! Don't spoil me on Persona 4. Even though I've been really considering watching the anime and spoiling myself anyway.
A learned child is a blessing upon his parents and onto the Maker.
May the Maker shine over us all and shine my shoes, cause man, they're dirty.
So, now that Cassandra's out of earshot, are you holding up all right? I mean, you go from being the most wanted criminal in Thedas to joining the armies of the faithful. Most people would have spread that out over more than one day.
I don't even want to think about how many lives were lost on that mountaintop.
A lot of good men and women didn't make it out of there. For days now, we've been staring at the breach, watching demons and Maker knows what fall out of it. Bad for morale would be an understatement. I still can't believe anyone was in there and lived.
I don't even know how I was in there. Amnesia hero, ladies and gentlemen.
If it was that bad, why did you stay? Cassandra said you were free to go.
I like to think I'm as selfish and irresponsible as the next guy, but this... thousands of people died on that mountain. I was almost one of them. And now there's a hole in the sky. Even I can't walk away and just leave that to sort itself out.
It hasn't sunk in yet.
I'm still not sure I believe any of this is really happening.
If this is all just the Maker winding us up, I hope there's a damn good punchline coming. You might want to consider running at the first opportunity. I've written enough tragedies to recognize where this is going. Heroes are everywhere. I've seen that. But the hole in the sky... that's beyond heroes. We're going to need a miracle.
I am that miracle. After all, I am the protagonist.
Need something?
Ooh, I can ask about Hawk. But first, tell me about Red Lyrium.
The red lyrium we found at the temple seemed to upset you.
My brother Bartrand and I sort of discovered Red Lyrium during an expedition in the Deep Roads. We located an ancient Tig, so old it barely looked dwarven. There was this idol there made of it. Bartrand brought it back to the surface, and, well, everything's gone downhill from there.
Yeah, let's just say his servants... you might as well play Corpse Party if that's what they looked like after he was done with them.
So what is it? Just another kind of lyrium?
The red stuff is lyrium like a dragon is a lizard. It's not just a different color. It has a whole host of weirdness all its own. I've written to every mining cast house in Orzammar. No one's seen this stuff before or knows where it came from.
Well, that's mysterious.
What makes it special?
Regular lyrium can mess you up pretty badly, but you have to ingest it for that to happen. Red lyrium messes with your mind when you're just near the stuff. You hear singing, get violent, paranoid, and then it does creepy shit. Makes things float, brings statues to life. It also turned Kirkwall's Knight Commander to lyrium. Everyone's been kept at least 100 paces from it since.
It also forces everybody to stand up and sing Christmas carols in the middle of April. And no, I will not play the Pigeon Dating Simulator.
How did the red lyrium get in the Temple of Sacred Ashes?
I don't know. So as far as I knew, the only piece to make it to the surface was destroyed. And the location of the Tig it came from is a secret. Did someone find more of it in the Deep Roads? That's not a cheery thought.
I think that's enough on red lyrium.
Yeah, not really my favorite subject.
Alright, we still... Oh, Seeing Red. We got a new mission. Primeval Red Lyrium deposits found 0 out of 12. That's a Varric mission.
Need something?
Alright, let's ask a personal question.
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered. Also inclined toward extravagant lies.
I mean, they have such nice feathers, but I don't know if I want to play Helpful Boyfriend. Where are you from?
Are you from Ferelden? Orlais?
Free marches. Born and raised in Kirkwall. And despite whatever you've heard, no. Kirkwall's not that bad.
Now, here's the redundant question, because everybody already knows this.
I'm not clear on your line of work. You're a merchant?
I'm a businessman. My family has a seat in the Dwarven Merchants Guild. Merchants buy and sell goods. Businessmen buy and sell stores. In my spare time, I manage a spy network, and occasionally, I write books.
If you've run a spy network, why is Leliana our spy master?
To be honest with you, she's just a better spy master. The truly great ones can keep their distance. They don't get attached to their people. Me, I always wind up babysitting my informants and worrying about their families. We're in better hands with her.
He's a kind guy.
You're an author. What kind of books have you written?
I've tried my hands at a few genres. My crime serials are my most popular. Hard in Hightown, guards breaking the rules to get things done. The Tale of the Champion is the most famous thing I've written, or infamous maybe. I started a romance serial once, Swords and Shields, but to be honest, I don't have a knack for romances. Most of my stories end in tragedy. Probably that says something unfortunate about me personally.
He's a tragic sort of dude. Most of my stories end up having some sort of romantic affiliation with him, because I'm a hopeless romantic.
What sort of shops do you own?
Actually, we don't own shops. That was just an example. Mostly we invest in money lenders. Auction houses, a few mercenary companies, a couple of smithies. I think we own half a beet plantation in Ravane somewhere. Most of that's my brother's doing. Bartrand had business sense. Not much tact, but loads of business sense.
How do you and Cassandra know each other?
You heard about the Kirkwall Chantry being destroyed? The guy responsible used to be a friend of mine.
Uh-huh.
The Seeker had questions about that, and I had answers.
Yeah, we all know who blew up the Kirkwall Chantry, don't we? It's unfortunate that I lost the part, or rather, the part never rendered of, you know, Anders coming back into my party between episodes 69 and 70. That's the unfortunate part.
Where did you get that crossbow? I've never seen one like it.
Bianca? She's one of a kind. I got her off a guy in Darktown. Took me a week to pry his dead fingers off the stock.
Who is she named for?
I can't tell you.
Aw, why not? And they're not really spoilers, Capo. They're... Okay, it's spoilers, but you're watching Inquisition. This is a game that's the sequel to Dragon Age 2, so there's going to be spoilers in the cutscenes. Please keep in mind, if you've never played Dragon Age Origins or Dragon Age 2, you should probably be holding your ears shut while watching this game.
And the reason for that is?
Complicated. It's the one story I'll never tell. We just have to leave it at that.
Darn.
Thanks, Varric.
No problem. Need something?
Say, no spoilers on so-and-so, but this is the sequel to so-and-so.
I read your Tale of the Champion, and I have a few questions.
That's a pretty common reaction. Go ahead.
Here is a spoiler-heavy portion, so for those of you who've never played Dragon Age 2 somehow, be careful, because this is about to spoil everything.
What happened to the mage who destroyed the Kirkwall Chantry? The book never said.
He fled Kirkwall with the mages from the Circle. Stayed with them a while, but he had to move on. Somehow a lot of mages blamed him for making them live as fugitives. I don't know where he is now, and I don't want to know.
In the book, you say that first Enchanter Orsino turned himself into a giant monster made of corpses. How? Why?
Do I look like an expert on magical weirdness to you? Well, I can't tell you how. For the why, all I can say is he was desperate.
Damn, he disapproved Ver. Don't worry, it's really hard to get Varric to hate you in any game ever.
There's no way Hawk really could have killed the Arashok. It would have started a war with the Kunari.
I was told later that the Kunari disavowed his actions. Apparently the Arashok didn't get permission before he attacked Kirkwall, and the Qun didn't want another exalted march. When they finally sent a ship to haul the wrecked dreadnought away, they just said, "We will never speak of this again." As far as I can tell, that's the Qun's version of an apology.
Alright, and where are Hawk's friends?
Where are the rest of Hawk's associates now?
Meryl decided to look after the elves left homeless by the fighting. She's done a pretty good job of keeping them away from the mages and Templars, so far. I guess she has plenty of practice avoiding stupid human battles with her old Dalish clan. Isabella went back to the Raiders. She's calling
Okay, that doesn't make
Admiral
sense.
now. I don't know if she's actually in charge or just has a really big hat. Might be the same thing, honestly. Sebastian went back to Starkhaven. I'm sure he's boring all sorts of people there. Hawk's little sister is in the Free Marches, helping some of the other survivors from the Kirkwall Circle. Aveline is still guard captain. I'm pretty sure Kirkwall would fall into the sea if she quit her job.
Now that doesn't make sense. Again, this is going to be a spoiler to Dragon Age 2, but again, this is Inquisition, so I would expect people to have watched my Dragon Age 2 playthrough by now. I don't know why he talked about Isabella as one of my associates. I guess maybe he only referred to Isabella because she's still alive, you know, in the long run in my game. But she kind of jumped ship. Fenris wasn't mentioned, though. He dead. He deader than dead. I sliced his head off. I like Fenris. I really did like Fenris. It's unfortunate that it had to come to blows like that. I just picked the wrong dialogue options, unfortunately.
Can I get you anything?
Hi, Felissa.
What can you tell me about this area?
Adarnis Haven's apothecary. He's been making potions and tending to the wounded as best he can. Harris is the Inquisition's smith. Whatever he can make you, Thren the quartermaster can probably find. And for anything fancier, you can try buying from Segrit. His prices aren't too high. Yet. Oh, there's also Minave. She studies beasts and things, as I understand.
Farewell.
Goodbye.
Oh, book.
No, they don't.
Oh, I'm being an ass to everybody who was like, "Oh, you're spoiling." It's all in good fun.
The chant of light now, but the Herald of Andraste, telling what she did.
You know, I love all of you.
It's far too soon to consider anything like that.
I was talking with a friend who said there used to be a first starting.
Alright, what can I find in here? Huh, somebody's book. Is it a naughty book? The Randy Dowager Quarterly. Oh, some loot. Loot, loot, loot. Some elf root. Playing RPGs on stream. It's like I'm getting back to my roots. I did gift you Five Nights at Freddy's, and you're my best friend for streaming that soon. I gifted a friend of mine Five Nights at Freddy's, and his reaction was like the greatest reaction of all time. I loved it. Find recipes throughout exploration or by visiting merchants. I can upgrade potions and I can equip potions on my party members. So, here, let me show. So, I can equip potions here. There's 2 slots open, and I can actually unlock the 3rd eventually. I don't need to replenish my healing potions, because those replenish every time I find a supply thing or I go to a campsite. Now, if I was to go to upgrade potions, this is so I can upgrade potions that already exist in my inventory, that I've already discovered. I have no grenades or tonics, but if I wanted to upgrade a healing potion, I'd need a lot more elf root, and I already have the 1 Dawn Lotus. And then afterwards, I would need Prophet's Laurel and 34 Embrium. Really, in normal, I didn't upgrade my potions too much, but I get the feeling, due to the scale of difficulty in this game now, I'm going to have to do it. Really bad.
Told me that he can't let the herbs go for anything less than 8.
Fine. We'll gather our own. Tell Segrid he better hope he doesn't need a salve anytime soon.
Tier 1 heavy armor schematic. Q. Hello, Adon.
Look who's back from the dead. Again.
Have we met, good sir? You have an epic beard, by the way.
I don't recall meeting you before.
I'd be surprised if you did. You weren't particularly coherent. Someone had to patch you up after you staggered out of making those wear, though. So, you're welcome.
Thank you.
I didn't realize. Thank you.
Yeah, well, you can pay me back by fixing the world. Name's Adan. I'm in charge of keeping our little band here stocked with potions and elixirs. Not that Seeker Pentagast seems to care whether we've got the supplies to actually do that.
You're a bit on the cranky side.
For a healer, you don't seem particularly nurturing.
I'm not a healer. I'm an alchemist who's forced to play Mother Hen. You want something to burst into flame on contact with the air? Done. Gladly. Patching up wounded soldiers is a waste of my time and talents. But there are a few around who can help.
I just realized I might not be recording this properly, so hopefully I'll be able to download this damn stream. Or, Maker knows it, I probably am going to have to upload this raw. The whole thing in one thing.
How are your people holding up?
There's no shortage of work. That's for damn sure.
How do I go about having potions made?
Just take a look there and tell me what you'd like. Find a recipe for something better, I can make that too.
Okay.
You're back. And in one piece.
Need any help?
Is there anything I can do to help out?
We're fine as far as raw labor goes. You've more important things to do than tend to me. I only wish I'd been able to find Master Tajin's notes. Old bastard was working on something special. He died at the Conclave, and his notes weren't here. Been too busy dealing with the wounded to look for them.
Farewell.
Alright, so he... What the hell? Okay, I just creeped myself out. Alright, so now we have regeneration potions. So now, as you can see, it restores 26 health every 2 seconds for 60 seconds. I can drag it to the second slot of every character, basically. Each character, I can customize their potions accordingly. And then what I have to do is left click, and that will take up 1 elf root, which is the requirement for the regen potion. Since I have 4 characters, and that would take 20 elf root. I'm only going to fill up to 3 each. I want to save some of my elf root.
Let me know if you need anything.
Now, if you give me a second, I'm not going to pause, or actually I am going to pause. I'm just going to very quickly turn on some lights and also investigate, because I hear spooky noises. My house is going to turn like Paranormal Activity. I just know it. Alright, so I wasn't throwing away my elf root. I actually know what I'm doing. And yes, I am. Yes, I am, Jovi. Yes, I am drinking soda.
Andraste, a blessed hero sent to save us all.
Sounds dashing.
Am I riding in on a shining steed?
I would have suggested a griffon, but sadly they're extinct. Joke as you will, posturing is necessary. I've journeyed deep into the Fade in ancient ruins and battlefields to see the dreams of lost civilizations. I've watched as hosts of spirits clash to reenact the bloody past in ancient wars, both famous and forgotten. Every great war has its heroes. I'm just curious what kind you'll be.
I always found Solus very fascinating. Like, he always talks like in this cool demeanor. First time I heard this guy talk, the first words out of my mouth were, "Damn, I like this guy."
What do you mean, ruins and battlefields?
Any building strong enough to withstand the rigors of time has a history. Every battlefield is steeped in death. Both attract spirits. They press against the veil, weakening the barrier between our worlds. When I dream in such places, I go deep into the Fade. I can find memories no other living being has ever seen.
And I know I haven't gotten to any horror footage. I'm sorry. It's kind of my own personal fear.
You fall asleep in the middle of ancient ruins. Isn't that dangerous?
I do set wards. And if you leave food out for the giant spiders, they are usually content to live and let live.
I've never heard of anyone going so far into the Fade. That's extraordinary.
Thank you. It's not a common field of study for obvious reasons. Not so flashy as throwing fire or lightning. The thrill of finding remnants of a 1,000-year-old dream? I would not trade it for anything. I will stay there. At least until the breach has been closed.
That was in question?
Is that in doubt?
I am an apostate surrounded by Chantry forces in the middle of a mage rebellion. Cassandra has been accommodating, but you understand my caution.
You can trust me.
You came here to help, Solus. I won't let them use that against you.
How would you stop them?
However I had to.
Thank you. But now let us hope either the mages or the Templars have the power to seal the breach.
I do like Solus a lot.
Closing the breach is our primary goal. But I hope we might also discover what was used to create it. Any artifact of such power is dangerous. The destruction of the Conclave proves that much.
You don't think whatever created the explosion was destroyed in the blast?
You survived, did you not? The artifact that created the breach is unlike anything seen in this age. I will not believe it destroyed until I see the shattered fragments with my own eyes.
Anything with that kind of power is bound to show up sooner or later.
Liliana's people have scoured the area near the blast and found nothing. Whatever the artifact was, it is no longer there. In any case, did you need me for anything?
Yes, I wanted to talk to you.
I'd be interested in hearing your opinions on Elven culture.
I thought you would be more interested in sharing your opinions of Elven culture. You are Dalish, are you not?
I am a true elf. Why are you so angry, proudly? Why are you so angry?
What's your problem with the Dalish? Allergic to Halla?
They are children acting out stories misheard and repeated wrongly 1,000 times.
Oh, but you know the truth, right?
While they pass on stories, mangling details, I walk the Fade. I have seen things they have not.
Fine, you think we're terrible. What about the alienages full of elves who aren't Dalish?
Why? What would it benefit some poor man in a Ferelden alienage to learn that his ancestors strode the land like gods? It would only make him bitter, or inspire him to take a foolish risk and get himself killed.
You've decided his reaction for him.
Perhaps I have. If you have questions and believe the answers will help, ask.
Well, I'm glad I just got punched in the gut a few times. Not the answers, not the responses I was expecting from Jovi, to be honest.
I'd like to know more about the elves from before our time.
The Dalish strive to remember Hallam Sharal. But Hallam Sharal was merely a fumbling attempt to recreate a forgotten land.
Arlathan.
Elvenan was the empire, and Arlathan its greatest city. Place of magic and beauty, lost to time.
You've studied ancient elves. What else do you know of Arlathan?
We hear stories of them living in trees, and imagine wooden ramps or Dalish Erebels. Imagine instead spires of crystal twining through the branches, palaces floating among the clouds. Imagine beings who lived forever, for whom magic was as natural as breathing. That is what was lost.
We're recovering slowly and slowly.
Are all Dalish elves like my clan?
No. Your clan was unique in having enough interest in human affairs to send you to spy upon the Divine's meeting. As your clans have been separate for so long, they have all changed, adapting to the lands in which they live. Some are no more than bandits, others trade freely with humans, and some have disappeared entirely into the forests.
What about the city elves?
What can you tell me about elves living in human cities?
The culture in alienages or among the slaves of Tevinter is like any of the impoverished and powerless. They cling to memories of a better past, and practice a few rituals to distinguish themselves from humans.
See, the interesting thing is, every time you ask him a question, his approval of you goes up. Unfortunately, it seems like he's not very fond of the Dalish, and my Jovi's attempt at kind of pushing the flames down kind of fanned them up a bit. So that's unfortunate. She still sees hope in him, though. He has knowledge.
Is elven magic different from the magic used by humans?
No and yes. Magic is magic, just as water is water, but it can be used in different ways. Dalish magic is more practical, not needing chantry approval, although they still frown on blood magic. Superstition. Much of it is more subtle. A legacy from when elves were immortal.
The legends of elven immortality. Did they use magic to increase their lifespan?
No. It was simply part of being elven. The subtle beauty of their magic was the effect, not the cause of their nature. Some spells took years to cast. Echoes would linger for centuries, harmonizing with new magic in an unending symphony. It must have been beautiful.
Yeah, I was questioning that too, Dark. The whole how in the hell do you lose the ability to be alive forever? It's answered. It just took me a little bit to kind of wrap my head around it.
You said that the censure against blood magic was a superstition.
I did. It's fortunate Cassandra is not within earshot. Most modern cultures forbid blood magic. Publicly, even Tevinter disapproves of it. But as I said, magic is magic. It matters only in how it is used.
To be honest, I don't see it as different from any other magic. It's a means to an end.
Indeed. The problem is that under the Chantry, blood magic is forbidden, so only criminals practice it. While in Tevinter, magisters compete with each other, instead of keeping their volatile friends in check. They always succeed through power, so they have never had the chance to learn another way.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Alright. Had our fill with Solus. Alright, mental note. Not very fond of the Dalish.